What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be installing a quad lock fork stem mount on my Ducati Panigale. Now if you know, this is not compatible with the Panigale. None of the big brands of phone mounts for bikes have a compatible mount which will work with the Panigale. And I'll put a picture right here of why. But there's a lip on the top of the steer tube that basically makes this system not work as designed. So that being said, I still wanted this. I could have gone with another style of mount, like a handlebar mount or mirror mount, something like that. But I didn't want that. I wanted it on the stem. And I'm going to be using this on my track bike. I'm going to be using the phone as my lap timer. So I wanted it to be very secure. That's why I went with specifically the quad lock. I liked this locking system that they have. It's the most positive locking system that I've found. And if I drop the bike on track, I don't want to lose my phone, which I feel like would have been a risk still if I was using one of those clamp style phone holders, which I think those are perfectly fine for riding on the street if you're just using navigation. But in my case, going on track with it, I don't want to lose my phone, so I picked the most secure system I could find. I also got the phone mount for my iPhone, so it's built right into the back of the case, so I can snap it on and off. Now I have a secret weapon of making this work, and that is my 3D printed sleeve here, or plug. So I designed this up to slide up in the steer tube, and it's going to take up that distance between the larger steer tube and the 14, I believe it's 14 millimeter hole in the middle that this is compatible with. So I'll go through this, how this is going to work, but I think it's going to work out really well. I have not actually tested it. We're going to find out. All right, let's start by popping this box open here. See what we get. So we've got a quad lock sticker pack. We've got good packaging. Looks like some instructions. Yeah, looks like some good instructions on how to install this. And actually see, the very first thing it says is that it's not compatible with the lip at the top of the tube, which is exactly what the Panigale has. So this sleeve that I designed is going to go right up there and fill that gap, hopefully, and make this a non-issue. So I'm going to just pop this open. Packaging's good. Looks like a good product. Looks well made. The way this, yeah, so that is how, as you tighten that screw down, this expands. And my whole premise here is that this is going to drop down in there and then expand on the sleeve. So we're good. It fits, so that is a good sign.
And you'll see I've already got this plug, or this cap, removed because I use a front headlift stand that goes up in here, so I just leave that out. But that's the tube we want to get into there. I'm going to actually just like that. Perfect. So that is going to slide in like that. All right, so the stem, or the plug, is pushed up into the steer tube here, as far as I can get it without taking the wheel off. I mean, I could probably keep working on it with different things just pushed up in there, but for the sake of making things simple, I'm just going to use this piece of all thread rod. I'm going to drop it down through the hole here. Right through there. I can feel it bottom out. All right, so this is what I've got here. I got that all thread rod that I dropped down from the top of the steer tube, Put a washer on it and a nut here. And now, okay, there we go. And there we go. So it pulled all the way up. I can see the plug in here. And I'm gonna drop this all-thread rod back down. Pull that nut and washer off of here. If you do this this technique, careful not to scratch your front fairing. All right, so now we've got this plug installed in here. You can see it through the holes there. It's pushed all the way up into the inside of that lip, and you can see it is right there, flush. So we're ready to drop in the quad mount. All right, so now just the install of this is just like normal should be. So I pulled off this top piece like the directions said. I've got the standard expansion clip on there. I'm just gonna drop it in. Pretty good. So I'm gonna line this up, try to keep this nice and straight. And then using this Allen key that it came with, I'm gonna start snugging that down. Feels pretty good. Oh yeah, that's locked in there really nicely. So really, the quad lock itself is expanding to the inside of that sleeve that I made. And then as it pushes on that sleeve is also going to expand a little bit and push into the side of this steer tube. So between these two, I mean, that's making a nice tight fit. So I'm really happy with that. I don't think that's going anywhere. So we've got the other one here. Goes, pops on, oh, actually backwards. So we've got that. This cap fits right back in there, which is pretty nice. And we've got this screw here. Okay, now I'm just gonna leave that snug, but already that feels really, really sturdy. And you can't see it, but that fit perfectly flush down there. So really happy with how that fits. The next step is gonna be to install this top piece. Which I'm just gonna leave it like this. I might spin it after I get to play around with it some, but I'm just gonna snug that up. Looks pretty good. So we've got the quad lock installed here on the stem. Looks really good. I've only snugged down, but this is really sturdy already. So now I'm gonna use the quad lock phone case for my iPhone that I brought with it. So should be able to snap on like that, and it snaps into place, which is really nice. So we got that orientation, and it's not coming off of here unless you push this button here. So this isn't the way I would actually ride with it. I would actually ride with it, push that down. I'm gonna rotate it. There we go. It's a little tough with one hand, but rotated to landscape style, this is how I would be riding with it, so I have a better view of my track timer. But overall, that is a pretty sweet way to mount your phone there. I'm going to definitely give it a shot here. Give it some, a few miles on the road. Make sure that it works well. But I think that's a really nice way to mount a lap timer right up there where you can see it. It's not in the way and it's not coming off. So this is a great way. I mean, instead of using a dedicated lap timer as well, this is an awesome substitute, because you can get a lap timer for $15 on the App Store, and they're pretty good too. So they're all GPS based. All right, guys. So this one's done. Couldn't be happier with how the mount is, how the sleeve works out. Everything worked perfectly. The whole system looks great, works great. Very happy with that. So two things I've got. One, if you're interested in getting one of these sleeves that I made that go up in the head tube that will adapt this mount to work for your Panigale, shoot me an email at this email address right here. You send me an email. If there's enough demand, maybe I'll do a run and I'll send them out to you, and you'll be able to make one of these setups at home on your own. Second thing, if you are going to order any quad lock, use my link and code in the description. It'll get you 10% off any one of their products. Might as well save some money. Just use my link. It's super easy. So lastly, don't forget to like this video, comment if you had another method that you think is better or worse or whatever. Leave a comment. Let me know what you've been doing to mount your phone on your Panigale and what you think about it. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of new videos coming out. We're getting into the summer, so I'm gonna have a lot of track time videos, and you won't want to miss that. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.